Hello my fellow smug ones, I hope you're all okay. Well, it looks like Tim Davie is finally keeping his promise, doesn't it? Let's begin. Okay, as many of you will know, I don't have a dedicated upload schedule, so the best way to see my videos as soon as I put them online is by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. Okay, this story is from The Sun, and it says, NISH MASH BOSH. BBC Director General Tim Davie acts as Nish Kumar's The MASH Report in victory against his war on woke lefties. And it's about time this has finally started to happen, isn't it? Especially as stars often go on Twitter and do monologues like Emily Maitlis previously did in BBC Newsnight. Sources close to the Director General said he felt the genre needed a radical overhaul as it was too biased against the Tories and Brexit. I'm guessing Tim Davie was quite under a lot of pressure to begin to do this, although it does make me wonder what TV shows will be next. Possibly BBC Newsnight. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Mr Davie, 53, vowed to tackle left-wing comedy when he took over last summer, and he has acted by ditching the show fronted by Nish Kumar, 35. A source said this will be music to ears of telly fans. Yes, because it wasn't a really good look for the BBC, was it? I mean, we have to pay our TV licence to watch the BBC or any other TV channel live, and they often seem biased to one side of things rather than being impartial, which is why they got that Ofcom warning. I've done a video on that and you can see that just there. For 4 series, viewers have sat through Nish's comedy with an undoubtedly left-wing spin. Tim promised tough measures and he has stuck to his guns. Well, it's took him long enough, hasn't it? Although it is a good job that he is finally starting to get on with it. And I'm quite looking forward to seeing what happens next, to be honest with you. The MASH Report is no more and there won't be many people mourning it. To be honest, I've never seen the MASH Report, but I have heard it's quite biased and is quite left-wing and against Brexit. So to be honest with you, it's not my sort of thing anyway. And I'm guessing many people did feel that way. I don't know what the programme's viewing figures were like, but to be honest with you, if he's chosen that one to cancel, then he couldn't have been good. Otherwise, he would have made an excuse about it, wouldn't he? Like they often seem to do with other various programmes. Andrew Neil, as a Beeb political presenter in 2018, described the BBC Two show as self-satisfied, self-adultery, unchallenged left-wing propaganda. And yes, I have heard that myself. And to be honest, something needed to be done about it. It's just a shame it took 3 years for it to happen. But it does make you wonder if Nish Kumar will be back in some other top BBC type show, doesn't it? He also claimed Have I Got News For You was on its last legs. To be honest, I haven't heard any rumours saying it's been cancelled, but if any of you know different, then please let me know down in the comments. The MASH Report creators were told at the time of Mr Davie's appointment to find a better balance of targets than digs on the Tories. And like I said, I haven't seen the show, but it doesn't sound like they've changed much if it's now got cancelled, does it? The BBC confirmed the programme has been shelved to make room for new shows. Well, let's hope it's not another biased one, but who knows, it's the BBC, so there's a good chance it could be, isn't there? A spokesman said, "We are very proud of the MASH Report, but in order to make room for new comedy shows, we sometimes have to make difficult decisions and it won't be returning." I wonder if Ofcom's warning had anything to do with that at all. We would like to thank all those involved in 4 brilliant series and hope to work with Nish Kumar, Rachel Paris and the team in future. So it does sound like they are going to respin it somehow and possibly relaunch it as another show. Let's hope they don't, because I'm guessing it'll probably be exactly the same as what they just axed. Now, The Sun done a poll on this. It says, were you a fan of the BBC Two show The MASH Report? No, definitely not. It was alright and yeah, I loved it. So let's see. Boom! No, definitely not. 71.6 people. So hopefully the BBC will listen to this and not relaunch it as another show. But time will tell, won't it? And if they do release it as another show, then it's not going to look very good on them. Not only for their recent Ofcom report, but because of the TV licence fee. And more people are cancelling their licences every day. Probably because quite often the BBC seem to be biased and people just probably just had enough of it. Anyway, let me know what you think. Here are some of my other videos for you to watch next. If you're a legend, click that like button down there. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.